Well, that was embarrassing. Oh man. Hello everyone. Welcome to Mo We Talk. We talk football. And we've just been piped. We've just been walloped. 3-1. They won. Fair play to the rivals, especially those ones that picked on a particular start. They won. They won us. They said Bayern Munich does not lose their opening Champions League game. Bayern Munich does not lose they don't lose their opening games in the Champions League. They don't. I saw the stats. I refused to listen. I said we're Chelsea. Oh my God. Where to begin? The game started off. I would say that it almost felt like it was 50-50, but we were moving the ball. We knew what to do with the ball at the beginning. You could just, it's like a sixth sense. You could sense that when we have the ball, we are about to do something dangerous with it. We weren't having the ball as much as Bayern Munich, but you could just tell, you could sense it that Chelsea might do something here. Chelsea might do something here. And funny enough, the opportunity came. The opportunities came very early on in the game. And Enzo Fernandez, you missed, especially the second one. I'm sure a lot of you know the one I'm talking about. Brother, why are you touching the ball? You were giving me Jackson vibes. Act like an attacker. Hit it one time. You had to touch the ball. Wait for the wind. Is the temperature okay? Hi ball, are you okay? Would you let me hit you now? And then you finally hit it, and of course, a Bayern Munich defender gets his leg into that shot, and it gets bundled off, and ball goes away. Chance gone begging. And then afterwards, you could just see Bayern Munich growing into the game. Cucurella tried, but my goodness, Olise is good. Shout out my Nigerian bro. That guy is good. And you could just see the goal threats coming. It just kept on coming, wave after wave after wave after wave from that side. Not like he outclassed Cucurella or anything. And that's the funny thing. That's what's so weird about this entire game. It wasn't, the scoreline suggests that we were outclassed and battered. But if anyone with a brain who watches that game, you can clearly see what's going on. Errors after error after error after error. But in the actual thick of things, everything looked okay. Okay, well, not really okay, but yes, we didn't look horrible as the scoreline would suggest. And the game keeps going, and you could just sense Bayern Munich growing into the game. But it was still, once again, it still felt 50-50-ish. The ball goes in. There's a crossing from Bayern Munich. They cross the ball into our 18-yard box, and there's an Upamecano right there standing next to Chalobah. And bang! In fact, for me, that was the turning point of the game. Bang! The ball goes in. He hits Chalobah on the knee. Own goal. Power shifts. And what seemed to be a tussle, the power completely shifted from that moment to Bayern Munich. And they just started. Momentum was building. You could see it. You could see it. I mean, they kept on only saying, kept on getting more, asking more and more questions from that left wing. It was just terrible, man. It was terrible. And as the stronger they became, the more Olise kept on finding those passes. And there was something that we just kept on doing, especially with that first half. Olise kept on making some kind of passes where it's almost like as if the defense just chooses not to see or just assumes that there is no Bayern Munich player in there. He makes the pass, and instead of you to just cut that pass off immediately, you let the pass go past you. And oh my goodness, there's a Bayern Munich player in there. Who do you think Olise was making the pass to in the first place? It goes straight to Harry Kane. Caicedo lets it pass him, goes and he turns, and oh my goodness, Harry Kane's over there. He starts to chase the ball, tries and hacks Harry Kane down. At first glance, it didn't look like a penalty, but man, after the replay, I was like, that is a pen. You can't deny that's a pen. He didn't touch the ball. Didn't really touch the ball. He brought the player down. Penalty. Of course, Harry Kane steps up, and I knew the outcome before it even happened. I mean, it's Harry Kane. Come on. And it's Sanchez. When last you see Sanchez save a penalty? It goes in, keeper goes the wrong way, ball goes the other way. Yay! Bayern Munich is leading 2-0 up. And, surprise, surprise, we gave the perfect response to that. One quick attack. We take the ball off our 18-yard box and we're going in. From the right, beautiful ball from Gusto to Palmer. Lovely 1-2. And Palmer slots it in. Beautiful goal. Stretched to Neuer. Neuer had no chance. And I'm like, that's my boy. 2-1. Beautiful. Game on. And from there, our players just started playing. I don't know. It's like we just switched off. Particular players. I hear a lot of people talking about Enzo Fernandez. Yes, Enzo Fernandez was one of them. Yes. To a large extent, Gusto. To a large extent, Pedro Neto. But for me, in attack, the one person that I would say that, look, this bro, what's up, is João Pedro, yeah. João Pedro was, if you deep it, João Pedro was a ghost most of the time in this game. He was a ghost. And what upset me with Pedro Neto as well was you could just see that the defense wasn't doing great, but the attack was just not existent. Every time they hoof the ball over, it's either one touch too many, or I just can't keep the ball down. I can't control my ball. I can't get a good contact on the ball, and the ball is gone. Constantly. It was just a terrible game. Terrible outing. Terrible outing. We go into the second half, and there I was thinking that, okay, Maresca, don't wait. Don't wait. Make the necessary changes. We come in the second half, and I don't know what to say. players, I don't know, maybe the class was just, maybe the golfing class was just too much. I don't know. But I don't want to accept it because I know I've seen these guys play when they mean to play. I've seen what they can do. I don't understand what happened. They just switched off. And the third goal, terrible. Another terrible move. You cannot be so nonchalant. And I noticed, once again, similar to what I was complaining about in the Brentford game, we were not compact. We were always second to the ball. And at some point, it felt like they were jogging. I'm like, is this a friendly or a Champions League game? At 3-1, I pretty much switched off. In fact, at some point as well, I was watching the game. I started dozing off. I'm taking a nap. I'm like, what? I can't do this. I can't. Shout out to Cole Palmer. My boy wanted something from this game. He even scored what I was hoping would be a consolation goal. Unfortunately, he was offside, and rightly so. I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, but the foul in the first half leading to the first goal. Oh, it was a little bit." Yes, I agree. It was a ball to hand on the Cucurella, which was eventually led to the first goal. But we can't just keep basing all our flaws, pushing all our flaws, sweeping it under the carpet just to nitpick and look for a reason. Oh, a foul was given, it shouldn't have been. No. If it wasn't that foul, it would have been something else. We were not good. We were not good in this game, defensively and in attack. Maybe the midfield tried a little bit. But eventually, some players started seriously underperforming. Eventually, Maresca takes out Enzo Fernandez, and I'm like, bro, you're like 20 minutes late. Bringing in Estevao 10 minutes to the game, taking out Reece James. I'm like, you need Reece James in this game. Why are you taking him out? Why? So everybody has their own blame. Maresca, you too, you're not innocent. You got blood on your hands, man. Well, we lost. Oh my goodness, I just remembered. We are Manchester United. Can you imagine resting players for this game only to get beat? And what would just be terrible is if we now go to Old Trafford and don't pick up all 3 points. Man, that would be bad. I might even come in here with a rant of no, in fact, let's not just go there. Let's not go there. Well, we move. These players, they need to step up. These players need to realize that this is an elite competition. This is not the Conference League anymore. You have to step up. You don't step up, night like this will happen. We have Barcelona. You know what? I'm done. I'll see you guys in another video. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It will help this channel very much. Thank you for watching. God bless. Take care, guys.